Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we got for you right now. If you want to see a car that's maybe not known in some parts of the world, but then in other parts of the world where they were probably common or they were probably popular or they were probably they're probably considered a nice classic nowadays. Well, you're looking at the right video. What we have in front of us right now is a 143 scale 1972 Simca 1301 1301S. Now let's talk about a little bit about the Simca 1301, which I find the name to be a bit of basically this is a um how can I say a takeover of the Simca 1300. So they wanted to update the car, so they couldn't find a better name than update the last number. Instead of being 1300, now they call them 1301. And they got their sister model, which is a 1501. I think Simca could have got a little bit more creative. Yes, I do. Not gonna lie. I think just changing the name of a model by a number, it's a little too comfortable. But maybe they wanted to keep them relatable with the older models, so they didn't want to lose the. Maybe they were popular, and when car is popular, you want to make sure people recognize what car is this model taking over. So that's a look. Now the Simca 1301 came out in 1966 all the way down to 1975. They produced a four-door saloon or sedan in other parts of the world and also a five-door station wagon. I also have the station wagon. It's literally the same front end, but instead of the trunk, you got more cabin space. And I saw a video, and actually there's a diecast. They have a coupe, but they were only like prototypes. But I think it looks so good. It's a shame that Simca did not make the coupe as a mass production. But I might get it because I really like it, and it's not a fictional car. It was a true car that only stayed in the prototype section of it, but still, it's a very attractive looking car. Now, like the name of this car says, is 1301. Basically, it makes you know it's a 1.3 engine. It's no, usually the number tells you the size of the engine, so they want to. The 1501 is a 1.5, but this is a 1.3. And basically, let's see, four cylinder, nothing big, nothing major. Let's keep it basic. Back in the days, 60s and 70s, it was more about reliability and not so much about how strong especially in Europe, they were more about keeping it simple and reliable for the roads back in the 60s and 70s. And you know back over there in Europe, the space is a lot more compact, not like example Canada or USA, that the roads are more expanded and there's so much land. Over there in Europe, it's a lot more population in smaller countries, so the cars, a lot of the big cars were not accepted too much in the old continent, how they call Europe, because of the space. Not too much of a space around, and not too fond of it. And plus, gasoline is not as cheap in Europe like it is in North America, or like in the Middle East, which is candies and apples, probably very very cheap. Beautiful car. I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So, what do you guys think about these classic French cars from a brand that's not probably the most remembered around the world? Like, I would probably say like Citroën or Renault or Fiat, but it's a very nice looking classic vehicle. I'm not gonna say it's the best looking Simca. No, no, no. Simca did make a lot better looking cars to my choice than this one, but it's part of history and it has to be remembered. It's part of history, and history has to be let known around the world. And my channel's about every type of vehicle. Maybe it's not my favorite car, but it's a lot. I like the front end. The rear end is okay. Not too fond of the rear end, but the front end is I like it. I like the hood, in the center is like pushed down a little bit. I like that, or sticking out a little bit more. That's what I meant to say. All right, guys. So hopefully you're doing great. Hopefully you're enjoying my videos as much as I'm enjoying making them. And please don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up that I always appreciate. And I always thank you for doing it. And don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button. That will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Take care of yourselves more than ever. And goodbye.